questions which were given in examinations or that particular model. Square root of 5 plus 2 root 6 minus square root of 5 plus 2 root 6. This value I need to find. Take any one of them because both are same. 5 plus 2 root 6. Already 2 is present. Root 6 is root 3 into root 2 because 3 plus 2 is anyway 5. That means I can directly write it as root 3 plus root 2. Why plus? Because plus is there here also. Whole square under the square root will get cancelled. That means this term is root 3 plus root 2. Again, here it is. The second term is minus 1 by. This also is root 3 plus root 2. But this 1 by something is nothing but rationalizing terms, which we already discussed before solving these varieties of questions. So rationalize, multiply and divide. Don't multiply and divide by rationalizing terms and keep writing every step. 3 minus 2 is 1. Directly denominator is 1. Whatever is there in the numerator, this 1 multiply by the reverse sign of this. That means your final answer is root 3 plus root 2 minus of root 3 minus root 2 by 1. So this will become root 3 minus root 3 will cancel. Minus of minus will become plus. 2 root 2 should be the final answer. Very fast you can solve it, sir. My rationalizing concept what I thought before and this concept coupled with together, if you can solve it, it will be very fast solving the question. I hope the idea is clear. 2 root 2 should be the answer. We will keep taking multiple varieties until it should be something like a cakewalk for my students looking into that questions. Next question. Next question. I am writing the next question for you. Listen carefully, sir. This is my question. Similar kind of question again. Your question is square root of 11 plus 2 root 30 minus 1 by 11 plus 2 root 30. This value I require. I think it should be very fast, sir. You should be very fast is what I believe. Root 30 is, first of all this 2 is there, thanks for it. Root 30 is root 6 into root 5. 6 plus 5 is anyway 11 only. That means because there is plus here, I can directly write it as root 6 plus root 5. Right, I can directly write it as root 6 plus root 5. This is minus 1 by root 6 plus root 5. If I rationalize, 6 minus 5 is 1 in the denominator. Numerator will be root 6 minus root 5. Directly you will get the answer, sir. You will solve so fast and you will realize that you are super. You are extraordinary in solving these questions. 2 root 5 should be the answer. 2 root 5 should be the answer. Arvind, what is the doubt, sir? What about 2 root 6? Where are you talking about 2 root 6, Arvind? Arvind, this entire thing only is what I got it as like this, Arvind. That is what we explained from the last 20-25 minutes, right? This entire thing, 2 root 6 only I wrote it as 2 into root 3 into root 2. Root 6 only I wrote it as root 3 into root 2. So A is root 3, B is root 2. Root 3 whole square is 3. Root 2 whole square is 2. So it is A square plus B square is 3 plus 2, 5. Plus 2AB, 2 into A is root 3, root 2. So it is A plus B whole square under the square root. This is only what we discussed from half an hour, right, Arvind? Arvind, is it clear? From the last 10 questions, whatever I solved, that itself is nothing but this one. Similar kind of question we solved, Arvind, again. Is it clear, sir? Kindly comment fast, sir. Students are waiting for the next question. Kindly comment fast. Let us not take our own time, sir. Kindly understand the importance of every other student also. Very good, Arvind. Great. Next question. Again, next question. Listen carefully, sir. Do not write it. First, listen carefully. First, listen carefully. I am drafting the question. See here, sir. See here. Suppose your question is like this. Your question is, if 4 plus 3 root 3 divided by square root of 7 plus 4 root 3 is equal to a plus root b, find the value of b minus a. Very, very good question. Looking into the question, my students should not feel that it's a difficult question, but the students should feel that, wow, it's a very easy question. I'm lucky to get this question in the examination. Now see here, sir. First thing is, I don't want the square root of square root terms. First finish off that. Can I say that this 4 is 2 into 2? Correct, sir? This 4 is 2 into 2. Okay, let me write it for you if you are not that great in solving it very fast for first few minutes. This can be written as 7 plus 2 into 2 root 3, right? 2 into 2 root 3. This 2 is nothing but square root of 4, right? The 2 is nothing but square root of 4, right? That means that 2 I am replacing it as square root of 4, and 4 plus 3 is nothing but 7. That means directly I can write it as root 4 plus root 3, right? Root 4 plus root 3. Root 4 is nothing but 2. It is 2 plus root 3. Now my question will reduce to 4 plus 3 root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3. But again the concept did not complete here. Why? Because I need to rationalize it. I need to rationalize. Can I say that this 2 is nothing but root 4. Root 4 and root 3 are present. Subtract 4 and 3. It is nothing but 1 in the denominator. It is nothing but 1. Numerator is 4 plus 3 root 3 is already present. Multiply with 2 minus root 3. And now you should simplify. Very easy. It is 4 into 2, 8 minus 4 root 3 plus 6 root 3 minus 3 into root 3 into root 3 is 3. 3 into 3 is 9. Denominator is anyway 1. So 9 minus 8 is minus 1. Plus 2 root 3. They are comparing this value with 4 plus 3 root 3, right? They are comparing with this value with a plus root b, right? A plus root b. Now again observe carefully. The square root term should have coefficient of 1 as 1, but here it is 2. Bring this 2 inside the square root. If it goes inside the square root, it becomes 4. 4 into 3 is 12. My final answer is minus 1 plus root 12. This is nothing but a plus root b. A value is minus 1. B value is 12. B minus a value is 12 minus of minus 1, which is 13. Beautiful question, sir. A beautiful question which can be solved and which is implemented, wherein we are implementing rationalizing method and also the method of finding the square root, which we solved from the last half an hour of our class. Answer for this question is 13. A beautiful question which is given in one of the examination. I hope the idea is clear. Idea should be very, very clear, sir. Another question. These all will be very easy now for you. I mean it. I'll prove it to you. Now see here. These are all very tricky looking questions, but actually not tricky questions. 1 by root of 11 minus 2 root 30 minus 3 by root of 7 minus 2 root 10 minus 4 by root of 8 plus 4 root 3. This value I require. Looking like a very difficult and a tricky question. If I take this denominator, already 2 is present, which I am happy for. This 30 is root 6 into root 5. and 6 plus 5 is also 11. Yes, directly I will get the first term as 1 divided by root 6 and root 5. Because I have negative sign in between, put a minus. This is my first term. Similarly, second term, if I take this denominator, already 2 is present, which I am again happy with. Root 10 can be written as root 5 into root 2, and 5 plus 2 is also 7, which I am again happy with. Directly you can write root 5 and root 2. Because there is a negative sign in between, put minus. Write down the numerator as it is. Write down the numerator as it is. Now in the third term, I do not have 2, but I have 4. This can be written as 2 into 2 into root 3, right? 2 into 2 into root 3. Now again think logically, sir. This 2 is nothing but root 4, right? This 2 is nothing but root 4. So 2 into root 4 into root 3, but root 4 plus root 3, that means 4 plus 3 is not 8, it is 7. If it is 7 here, I could have directly written like that, right? I could have directly written like that, but root 4 into root 3 is root 12, right? This is 2 root 12. Express root 12 as something into something else, so that when you add it, you should get 8. Can I write root 12 as root 2 into root 6? Yes, definitely, right? That means this value is 4 divided by this is nothing but root 6 and root 2. Because I have plus in between, I will put plus here also. Minus. Answer over, sir. This should be the very, very beautiful way you are solving. And I am also telling you that you need not rationalize and waste your time. 6 minus 5 is 1. Denominator is 1. Numerator is root 6 plus root 5. Minus 5 minus 2 is 3. That 3 will cancel with this 3. And the numerator term will be rationalized term. Root 5 plus root 2. Here 6 minus 2 is 4, that 4 will cancel with 4, and you are left with numerator root 6 minus root 2. When I simplify everything, can I say that root 6 minus root 6 will cancel, root 5 minus root 5 will cancel, minus into minus is plus root 2 minus root 2 will cancel, everything is cancelled, you are left with 0. And it's a very beautiful question, sir. You think that it's a very difficult question. I will make my students think in future that it's a very easy question. We will solve so many difficult questions which are looking difficult but actually not difficult once you practice. And these are all very excellent questions, sir. Believe me, you will enjoy these questions. I hope the idea should be very, very clear. Next question. Please see this next question. Again, another question. See here, sir, how easily, how beautifully we can solve. Question is 28 minus 10 root 3 whole to the power of 1 by 2 minus 7 plus 4 root 3 whole to the power of minus 1 by 2 plus root 7 divided by root 16 plus 6 root 7 minus root 16 minus 6 root 7. Again, I think that it is not a difficult question if you have practiced it well. First answer, what should be the first term? Power 1 by 2 is nothing but square root. Now 10 is nothing but 2 into 5 root 3 and 2 into 5 root 3, and this 5 is nothing but square root of 25. 25 plus 3 is nothing but 28. Directly you can tell 5 and root 3 with a negative sign in between. First value is 5 minus root 3. Similarly, this is in the denominator. Minus 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 by square root of that particular term. That's okay. First to find the square root of that term. So it is minus 1 by. So it is 2 into root 3. That means 2 into 2. This particular 2 is square root of 4. square root of 4 plus square root of 3 into square root of 3. In fact, 4 plus 3 is anyway 7. Directly you can tell this value also as, directly you can tell that value also as 2 plus root 3, right? 2 plus root 3 in the denominator. I believe that you are able to understand it, sir. Directly is what I want you to learn and write it very fast. So this is root 7 divided by root 16. So this is 6 root 7. Let me write it here. 6 root 7 can be written as, okay, 16 plus 6 root 7 can be written as 16 plus 2 into 3 into root 7. This 3 is nothing but root 9. Root 9 into root 7. 9 plus 7 is 16 itself. Directly you can write that value also as 3 plus root 7, and this next value also as 3 minus root 7, and this minus, if I remove the bracket whatever I want to write here, this finally becomes minus 3 plus root 7. Everything is already there in front of you, sir. What is the worry meant for you right now? I believe the idea is clear. I will remove this. Idea should be extremely clear, sir. It is very easy once you practice. First term remains the same as 5 minus root 3. First term remains the same as 5 minus root 3. Don't rationalize and waste your time. 2 and root 3. 2 is nothing but root 4. Root 4 and root 3. 4 minus 3 difference is 1. So denominator should be 1. Numerator is 2 minus root 3 with a negative sign. It is minus 2 plus root 3. Right? Minus 2 plus root 3. Here 3 and minus 3 will cancel. Root 7 plus root 7 is 2 root 7. That 7 root 7 will cancel. You will be left with 1 by 2. What else is there? This is cancelled. 5 minus 3 is 2. Sorry, 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 plus 1 by 2. Answer is 3 1 by 2. A beautiful question, sir. Why do you think that it is difficult looking into the question? Don't look into the question as if that is the biggest mistake or the biggest problem in your life. Every problem has a solution, and so beautifully we will solve all the questions. Answer is 3 1 by 2 or 7 by 2. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Intention is to teach you multiple varieties so that it should not be a difficulty for you. Another question. Another question which can be solved very easily. Square root of 4 minus root 7 divided by square root of 8 plus 3 root 7 minus 2 root 2. This value I require, which is not a difficulty, which we will prove it in the next 2 minutes of time, which does not deserve 2 minutes, sir. I am taking 2 minutes because I am writing few steps for your understanding. Now listen carefully, sir. Can I say that I need 2ab term, but here 2 is not there. 2 is not there here. So what I will do is, I will multiply with the 2 in the numerator. I will divide by the 2 in the denominator. That means, can I write it as, if I multiply 2 here, it becomes square root of, let me write it, 4 into 2, 8. Minus 2 root 7, right? Minus 2 root 7. Similarly, if I divide by 2 in the denominator, this becomes, this what will it become? Can I say it as, if I divide by 2, right? If I divide by root 2, sir, right? Why? Because that 2 whatever I am multiplying is under the square root, right? It is under the square root. That means I am multiplying with root 2 and dividing with root 2. That means root 2 into root 8 is, it is 16, right? It is 16. And next term is, it is 2 into 3 into root 7, right? 2 into 3 into root 7. This entire thing has square root once again, minus root 2 into root 2 will be 2. 2 into 2 will be equal to 4, right? That will be equal to 4. Now this is what I will be getting when I multiply and divide by root 2. What are the terms which are remaining? Can I say that this is root 2 root 7 into root 1. 7 plus 1 is 8 itself, right, sir? So directly I can write it as root 7 and root 1. Because I have negative, put a negative, right? Put a negative. Similarly in the denominator also, this entire thing, This is square root 3 is square root of 9. Square root of 9 into square root of 7. 9 plus 7 is anyway 16. So directly this can be written as 3 plus root 7 minus 4. I will write it as it is. What are the terms which are left out for simplification? Root 7 minus 1 in the numerator and root 7 minus 1 again in the denominator, which will cancel out to give me a beautiful number called as 1. Idea clear, right? Answer for this question is 1. Kindly comment in the live chat. Answer is 1. Next question. Next question. Now listen to this question. Just 1 minute, sir. I am drafting the question. Your question is if x minus root 24 into root 75 plus root 50 is equal to, in fact, divided by root 75 minus root 50 is equal to 1, find the value of x. If left hand side has to become equal to right hand side, what should be x value is the question. See here, very easy. X minus root 24 I will write as it is. Root 75 is 25 into 3, which is 5 root 3. Root 50 is 25 into 2, which is 5 root 2. If I take 5 common outside, 5 into root 3 plus root 2, right? 5 into root 3 plus root 2 divided by this also is 5 root 3, this also is 5 root 2, 5 into root 3 minus root 2, right? 5 into root 3 minus root 2, this is equal to 1. Now 5 will cancel out, right? This 5 will cancel out. Rationalize it. Don't waste your time by doing rationalizing as multiply this by root 3 plus root 2 and again here also by root 3. All those things avoid it, sir. Don't write it and waste your time. I told you very, very clearly, 3 minus 2 is 1. Denominator is 1. Forget about the denominator because denominator is 1. Divided by 1 means you need not write that term also. Numerator is whatever sign you have here, multiply with the opposite sign. That means x minus root 24 is already there. Root 3 plus root 2 is already there. Again another root 3 plus root 2 will come. Root 3 plus root 2 whole square. That means root 3 whole square is 3a plus b whole square. 2 root 2 whole square is 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. 2 into root 3 into root 2. It is 2 root 6. Eliminate the intermediate step. That is very, very important. You should have the skill set of eliminating the intermediate steps. Otherwise, you will face a lot of difficulty, right? You will face a lot of difficulty. Now, can I again say it as x minus root 24 is 4 into 6, which is 2 root 6, right, is equal to 1 divided by, shift it to the denominator, 5 plus 2 root 6, right, 1 divided by 5 plus 2 root 6. If I rationalize, what will I get it, sir? Can I say that 5 minus 2 root 6, if I multiply, 5 square is 25, 2 root 6 whole square, 4 into 6, 24, 25 minus 24 is, denominator is again 1. Denominator is again 1. Numerator will be how much? 5 minus 2 root 6 into 1. So minus 2 root 6 minus 2 root 6 can be compared. In place of x I have which value? 5. Answer is 5. Kindly keep revising all these problems if you are an enrolled student. You will learn it so beautifully and you will enjoy it when you are solving these questions in your examination hall. And believe me, I am not joking. I am not joking, I am telling you the true fact. You will enjoy these questions when you are solving in an examination hall, and you will feel that you are actually moving in a right direction. Another question, slightly an easy question this time. Square root of 20 plus square root of 12 plus cube root of 729 minus 4 divided by root 5 minus root 3 minus root 81. I need to find the value of this. Very easy. 4 into 5, which is 2 root 5. 4 into 3, which is 2 root 3. Cube root of 729 is 9. Minus. Now see here. 5 minus 3 is 2. Correct, right? 5 minus 3 is 2. That 2, when 4 divided by 2, you will end up with 2. Right? You will end up with 2. Numerator is rationalized term. Root 5 plus root 3 minus root 81 is 9. This will cancel. Right? This will cancel. 2 root 5 plus 2 root 3 minus 2 root 5 minus 2 root 3. Everything will get cancelled. Answer is 0. Answer is 0, sir. Beautiful way, right? Why do you want to express it to so many things and think that you should definitely write it in your examination as root 5 plus root 3 and numerator also root 5? No need. Directly subtract the denominator terms if the coefficients are 1. As much as possible, whatever the maximum we can extract, or whatever the maximum we can reduce our complexity, let us reduce it, sir. Let us reduce how much ever is possible from our end. Now again another good question, not a very difficult question, because I believe that my students are very fast in answering right now. Your question is 2 plus 6 by root 3 plus 1 plus 1 by 2 plus root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 2. Very easy, sir. Very easy question. This equals how much? Now see here. Again very easy question. Can I say this is 2 plus 6 can be written as 2 into 3. 2 into 3. Instead of 6 I wrote it as 2 into 3. That 2 I wrote it as it is. 3 divided by root 3 is root 3. Because 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. One of the root 3 will get cancelled. Plus. Same logic. 2 is root 4. Root 4 plus root 3 is there in the denominator. 4 minus 3 is 1. So denominator is 1. Numerator should be 2 minus root 3 into 1. 2 minus root 3. Very easy. Again, this 2 is root 4. Root 3 minus root 4. 3 minus 4 is minus 1. That means denominator should be minus 1, or I can put this plus as minus 1. Both are same. Numerator should be root 3 minus 2 is there. Root 3 plus 2 it should become. Simplify. Simplify. What all will get cancelled? 2 root 3 will cancel. With which term it will get cancelled? 2 root 3. Okay, 2 root 3 I think it will not get cancelled, right, sir? What all the terms it will cancel, sir? Okay, 2 root 3 will get cancelled. Why? Because minus root 3 minus root 3 is minus 2 root 3 will cancel with plus 2 root 3. Plus 2 with minus 2 will cancel. You are only left with one more 2. How many steps I solved it with? Only 2 steps. How much time I solved it? Yes, I took more time because I want you to understand. But you need not take this much of time in the examination. Avoid taking too much of time in the examination, sir. You don't deserve this much of time for these varieties of questions. Kindly comment till here. Let us understand whether my students have understood or not. Which question you are talking about, Revant? There in the numerator written 4 instead of 2. Did I make some mistake, sir? I don't think so. Maybe in the previous question you are talking about. Maybe. Everyone clear till here, sir? Everyone should be very, very clear till here. Kindly comment in the live chat so that we can move forward. Excuse me. See this question. Square root of 11 minus 2 root 30 plus square root of 7 minus 2 root 10 minus 4 divided by root 6 plus root 2. Again a very easy question which looks difficult. Why? Because root 30 is root 6 into root 5 and 6 plus 5 is 11. So directly I can write root 6 minus root 5. Root 10 is, because of this 2 I don't need to manipulate that 2. I already have that 2. Root 10 is root 5 into root 2 and 5 plus 2 is 7. So directly I can write it as root 5 minus root 2. And this term should I rationalize every step and write it, sir? Definitely no. 6 minus 2 is 4. That 4 will cancel with 4 and you have a negative sign, keep that negative as it is. You will be left with root 6 minus root 2 and after negative it is minus root 6 plus root 2. Everything will get cancelled. This is cancelled, this is cancelled, third term is also cancelled, answer is 0. Beautiful. Definitely yes. Definitely it is a very easy way of solving problem. I hope the idea should be clear, sir. Answer for that question is 0. 0 is what I will get when I solve those questions. Next, another beautiful question, slightly, as we think it's a slightly difficult question, but it is not probably a difficult one. Let us check it out, sir. Your question is 26 minus 15 root 3 divided by 5 root 2 minus square root of 38 plus 5 root 3 whole square. Sir, already it is difficult. Let us check it out, sir. Plus root 10 plus root 18 divided by root 8 plus square root of 3 minus root 5. Square root of 3 minus root 5. Now we will combine every concept what we have discussed from the last 1.5 hours, apply in this problem. Simple. Combine every concept and apply in this problem. Now see here. Can I say this as, listen carefully, sir. Can I say this as, first of all, numerator term in this first term does not have any square root, so I don't need to worry about it. Here I have square root, here I have 5 root 3. 2ab term is not there, 2 is not there, so I will multiply and divide by that term. That means numerator 26 minus 15 root 3, I will write it as it is. Denominator, what I will do is, I will multiply by root 2. I will multiply by root 2. So root 2 into root 2, it is 2 minus root 38 into root 2, it is root 76 plus 5 into root 2 into root 3, right? 5 into root 2 into root 3. I hope it is clear, sir. So I can write it like this if you want to for better understanding. 5 into 2 into this 5, if I take it inside, it is 25 into 375. That will become root 75. This square root term I will write it as it is. The entire thing is squared. That also I will write it as it is. I believe that it should be very, very clear for you. Now, same logic. Here also I do not have 2 term. Right? I don't have the 2 term. Same thing. Numerator multiply by root 2. It is root 20. And again, if you think here, I multiplied denominator only by root 2. Right, denominator only by root 2. Again, I should also divide it by root 2. Root 2 whole square is nothing but 2. That 1 by 2 should be taken outside. Right, that 1 by 2 should be taken outside. Root 2 into root 10 plus root 2 into root 18. It is root 36. Again, root 2 into root 8. It is root 16 plus. Now see here, root 2. That means inside multiply by 2. It becomes 2 into 3 is 6 minus 2 root 5. I believe that this particular step is very, very clear for everyone. Right, now this denominator of denominator 2 will go to the numerator. Multiply everything by 2. 52 minus 30 root 3 divided by, this is 5 into 2 10 minus, can I say 75 root 75 into root 1. 75 plus 1 is 76. Directly I can write it as root 75 plus root 1. With this minus I can write it as root 75 minus root 1. Right, minus root 1. Root 1 is anyway 1 itself. That term I will square it. Right, I will square it. This is root 20 plus root 36 is 6, root 16 is 4. This again, root 5 into root 1 I can write this as 5 plus 1 is 6. So directly I can write it as root 5 minus 1. Right, root 5 minus 1. I believe that all my previous explanations of so many problems is helping you so beautifully in this particular question. So if I simplify further, 10 minus 1 is 9, right, 10 minus 1 is 9, so 9 minus root 75 whole square, apply a minus b whole square, 9 square is 81, root 75 whole square is 75, minus 2ab, 2 into 9 into root 75, minus 18 root 75. So numerator I will write as it is as 52 minus 30 root 30, 30 root 3 plus, can I say here as this is nothing but 4 into 5, which is 2 root 5 plus 6 divided by 4 minus 1 is 3. It is 3 plus root 5. Right, it is 3 plus root 5. Now think logically, sir. In the numerator, if I take 2 common factor, you will be left with 2 into root 5 plus 3. Here also denominator it is root 5 plus 3. That will cancel. Only thing left out in this entire term is 2. I am not writing it again in the next step, but I am writing directly. That is 2. Similarly, 81 plus 75 is 156. 156 is what is there. This is 156 minus 18 into root 75 is 25 into 3. 25 square root is 5. 18 into 5 is how much? 90. That means in that 156 and 90, if I take 3 common factor, I will be left with 52, because 3 into 52 is 156 and 90 is what I got. 30 root 3 will be remaining. Numerator also is 52 minus 30 root 3. The second term is 2. This entire thing will get cancelled. 1 by 3 plus 2. Answer is 2 1 by 3. Beautiful question, which involves so many of our previous calculations very, very handily. Kindly comment in the live chat. You might think that it is difficult, but I believe that my students can solve it. Kindly comment in the live chat, sir. I am waiting for your comments. Couple of students have said that it is very clear for them, but I want maximum number of students to reply and say that it is clear for them. Yes, there is no other way, Saurabh. You need to practice. And that is the reason similar kind of question I have been solving from the last 45 minutes just to make you practice. Arvind, what is the other method which might come to your mind? There is no other method, right, Arvind? Whenever you have square root of a surd, use this method. Simple. In this particular question, Arvind, I have here, if you see, square root of 38 plus 5 root 3. This 5 root 3 is a surd. Use this method. In this denominator again, I have square root of 3 minus root 5. This root 5 is a surd. Use this method. Arvind, I believe it is clear. Everyone kindly comment, sir. Very good. Now suppose, for example, see this question, sir. Beautiful question, and I am sure that you know this definition. A plus B plus C whole square is A square plus B square plus C square plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. Now listen carefully, sir. Can I say that, suppose if the question is like this, square root of 11 plus root 48 plus root 24 plus root 72. 11 plus root 48 plus root 24 plus root 72. Now this is very difficult to solve because it does not have 2AB term. It does not have A plus B whole square term. That means there are so many terms which are involved, and the other thing is it has 3 square root terms inside a bigger square root. In all our previous question, we were having 1 or 2 maximum square root terms inside a bigger square root. So this kind of questions, the best way to solve this kind of questions is by answer options. Suppose, for example, first option is 2 plus 2 root 3 plus root 6. Second option is root 2 plus root 3 plus root 6. Third option is 2 plus root 3 plus root 6, and the fourth option is 3 plus root 2 plus root 6. Best way of solving this question is by answer options. Now I am sure that you will understand this. Square root of 9 is 3. If I don't need square root, remove the square root from the left hand side, put the square on the right hand side. That means I will remove this square root from the question, right? I will remove this square root from the question. If I remove the square root from the question, every answer option I need to put a square, then both will be same, right? Both are absolutely same. I removed the question, I removed the square root from the question, so that I am putting square in each and every answer option, right? I am putting square in each and every answer options. Now check it out by applying squares, which is much easier than a square root. If I take the first option, A plus B plus C whole square, A square, this is A square is 2 square 4 plus B square 2 into root 3 whole square, which is 4 into 3 12 plus C square root 6 whole square is 6 plus 2AB plus 2BC plus 2CA. This whole number part is nothing but 22, but here I have 11, so that cannot be the right answer, right? That cannot be the right answer. Eliminate that answer which is not giving you the whole number part. First of all, it should be whole number also correct, third also correct. Whole number itself is incorrect in option 1. Second option, if I use a square is root 2 whole square, b square is root 3 whole square, c square is root 6 whole square. Check it out till this part. 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 6 11. Yes, whole number is correct. Check it out. These three terms are 2ab, 2bc, 2ca. 2 into ab, root 2 into root 3. It is root 6. It is root 6 plus 2 into BC, root 3 into root 6, it is root 18 plus 2CA, 2 into root 6 into root 2, it is root 12. Now, can I do like this, sir? Can I simplify like this? 3 plus 2 plus 6 is 11. If I put this 2 inside, it becomes 4 inside the square root. 6 into 4 is 24. If I put this 2, it becomes 4. 18 into 4 is 72. If I put this 2, it becomes 4 inside. 12 into 4 is 48. This is exactly what my question is given. That means my answer is option B. Beautiful way of solving again. This is how you need to tackle a question. If it is not a plus b whole square, if it is a plus b plus c whole square, best way is to tackle by using answer options. The methodology what we used there, it's a very difficult and a tedious and a lengthy and a time consuming process. Best way is to solve by using answer options. Kindly comment in the live chat, sir. Everyone please comment in the live chat. Excuse me. Kindly comment in the live chat. Answer is option B. Answer is option B.
You can learn any subject, anywhere, any place, and on the go. Come, let us go the other way in learning. Download our revolutionary app for free. AMC.